Democratic Party at some point in time has to be shaken out of its racist attitudes. And it has to be, during one of these 4-year periods, shown that it did not get the black vote, and because it didn't get the black vote, it didn't win the presidency. When that happens, it will change.
Your great-grandfather was run out of South Carolina in the 1920s by the KKK. The Free Beacon is casting doubt on that with church records. Can you address that?
I mean, the same right-wing blog? I can address the fact that I'm the grandson of someone who was born in South Carolina. And when he was just a child, the Ku Klux Klan ran my family out. And not out of South Carolina. They ran them out of the United States of America, and they went to Jamaica. And much of my family has always said they would never come back to this country. It's the reason why my mom right now, as we speak, is in Jamaica, and she's visiting with family members. But my grandfather came back to this country. He got his degree from Lincoln University and HBCU in Pennsylvania. He became a minister, just like his father, and he became the first black minister in the history of the Dutch Reformed Church. I know my family's history. So if some blog has a question about the Klan's history, maybe they should ask the Ku Klux Klan.
What's going on, family? So, as some of you already might have seen, the new Wes Moore trying to talk about the KKK and whatnot. And then you're going to see the Shields try to come after FBA and say, oh, now all of a sudden Wes Moore isn't black and this and that. Guess somebody been missing the activities and investigations of the black grassroots. Something I'd like to inform all of you Democratic Shields too. Before Wes Moore was even elected into office, we knew about his Jamaican ancestry and that he didn't represent us. That was from day one. So the fact that you have people coming out here now trying to say, hey, FBAs are going to try to, now he ain't black. Wes Moore was never black. He was always a child of immigrants. And then now we're saying, oh, well, his daddy was black. But he's not talking about his black daddy. He's talking about his Jamaican grandfather who who they said was ran out of here. But the truth of the matter is he wasn't ran out, or maybe he was. That's trivial, because the reality of it is that they originally fled here, who had anchor baby Wes Moore. So Wes Moore's an anchor baby. Got him tied to the soil here, and then went back to Jamaica. And so, actually, wait a minute, let me back up. Actually, I believe the father, so yeah, I gotta go back to that. Because see, right now they're trying to say the father's black American and the mother's Jamaican. That's not how I remember this story. So I have to I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But if you guys can refer to Professor Black Truth's story that he did on Wes Moore, like last week, because they were already at him. See, this is my thing. So you already had the white right-wing media hitting up Wes Moore about these false stories that he's making. The same Shields said nothing. But now all of a sudden, black folks are calling it out and, oh, we're xenophobic. Notice how the white right-wingers aren't xenophobic to these Pan-Africanists or Shields. And I pointed this out a long time ago, they never address white folks, ever. What they like to do is use white people as a gaslighting tool or gaslighting fuel and say, you guys are trying to align yourself with white people. Like we're invisible to ourselves. That's silly as shit. But, it's something idiots and punk bitches say. But, and I say punk bitches meaning a lot of these men like Don Solomon and, Voices of the Ancestors and, hoe ass niggas like that. Well, I don't even know if they're black. They're a bunch of faceless accounts that continuously do a bunch of sucky shit and say a bunch of CIA things. All of these accounts only attack black people. While saying they stand for black people, all of those accounts only attack black people. They don't promote a solution. They don't promote an agenda. They only promote attacks against black folk. Black Americans, don't let them hide that behind some, xenophobia behind delineation. Delineation means we over here. Well, how are you going to separate yourself from Africa? Delineation doesn't even present that question. Y'all realize that? Delineation don't present that question. Hey, we're going to be over here, minding our business. Ain't that what the conversation is? I'm just saying, because you got these people out here that, where, you guys are hating on Africans. Delineation has nothing to do with it. You keep centering yourself in a conversation that you don't exist in. And now with the centering of yourselves, here's proof that you can center yourselves and it'll fail. Look at Essence. And right now, Essence is doing everything they can to get back in the graces of what? Black America. And what was this Africa Union trying to do? Maximize black American dollars. Everything's about exploitation. But notice how these people will never call out the exploitation of black Americans. Never trust anybody that spends all of their time online only speaking against black Americans. I don't give a shit if you disagree. Doesn't matter. Because that's the freedom of choice and the freedom of this world is we have the right to say, I don't fuck with the Democrats. I don't fuck with the Republicans. I'm going to just worry about black issues. And if it doesn't touch my soul and my spirit, well, then we're going to sit our black ass out. And, if you got a problem with it, that's our choice. And damn your problem with it. See, too many people out here, we're not the generation that we are not the group of people that tell you we need your acceptance. We don't need your goddamn acceptance. Either you hear delineation or don't. We don't give a shit. It doesn't matter because we do not need anybody to co-sign our delineation or co-sign our identity. Well, it wasn't here. Who cares? This is what we say we are today. Deal with it, nigga. And so this is one thing we got way too many of. We got a bunch of hoe-ass niggas that actually should not be speaking. Because in my day, if you want to speak, you got to be at least able to stand in the room of men and speak. None of these dudes speak in the room of men. They wait to get online and start talking like bitches. So this is why I say what I say. Let them. We could gladly have a live and talk together. I'll do that, but none of these hoes will get on stage. Don Solomon and Voices of the Ancestors and the CJ other that weird nigga. So no. But anytime you want it, just let me know. Because I can't stand you bitches. But until then, we're going to have to take this matter up at a later date. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Stay black, stay listening, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all. Peace.
It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the flow. You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
So if any black people want reparations
and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about
tethers,
trying to be all in the videos,
speaking for black people,
dancing,
come to New Black Media and the Black Grassroots. Peace.